Your cute little nose, perfect for your face, and eyes that sparkle in the moonlight. It looks like tears, but I know.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's so good to have you here. If you're seeing this face for the first time, my name is Hannah and this is G-Stop Hannah. And today we have a very special couple, Mr. and Mrs. Kgatle. And before we go to them, I just want to say Happy New Year because I know a lot of you have been seeing me since last year. Thank you for sticking to me. Thank you for staying on. Today we are having a special couple, like I said, Mr. and Mrs. Kgatle, and they're going to be telling us a lot of things. So please sit, relax, get your popcorn, and just listen to what you're going to say because I know it's going to be mind-blowing. All right, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share. Hi guys.
Hi Anna.
How are you?
Good, and you?
Wow. Good to see you guys. You guys look good. Did you guys plan this outfit?
Not really. Like, for some reason, sometimes we coincidentally match.
Okay.
But today was a little bit blended.
Can you please introduce yourself?
You can go first.
Okay, my name is Zama.
Okay.
Surname Kgatle. And this is my husband, Godfrey.
Ooh.
Surname Kgatle as well.
Okay. Can you just where are you from? Like the province, can you just explain that to us?
Okay, I'm from a small township in Zanin called Kgatle. It's in the Limpopo province. And she's from?
I'm from Westville in Durban.
Okay.
Yeah.
So cultural wise, are you guys very different? The same?
Day and night.
Day and night. Literally
Okay.
Day and night.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I'm day and she's night.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Betty, as I mentioned, from Limpopo, and she's from the Zulu kingdom that I think Oprah wants to be part of.
Yes. Oprah was very devastated she wasn't Zulu.
So culturally, how do you guys, face challenges or whatever it is? Do you guys have any cultural differences that has been a problem in your marriage?
I wouldn't really say we've had any cultural differences because I don't think there's something in either culture that's like very weird or very different.
Yeah.
I think African people in general, the culture is more or less the same. And I think just practicing normal practices of just love, respect, it goes a long way. So I don't think we've really had like any cultural clashes.
It's not clashes per se, but during the lobola negotiations and prior to marriage sort of arrangements, what I saw is that Zulus go 10 miles extra. So if you're not aware of those steps and things, it can feel devastating until you actually do that given event and you find that it's actually such a lovely experience. So the road to it was a bit frustrating, but the experience was amazing.
Oh, interesting. So I just wanted to know how that culture works. But how long have you been married?
Since 2015.
So 9 years in May.
Wow,
Yeah.
Amazing. How's that been?
It doesn't feel like 9 years. It's been a lot of fun. We've had incredible adventures together. We love trying new things and traveling. So that's been a lot of fun. How's the experience been like?
It's been, it honestly feels like it's been one beautiful moment. It's 9 beautiful years that we've experienced. I think, I guess as the conversation will go, you'll realize that I think having parents that share the same principles and ideas of marriage just makes things very easier for enjoyment of marriage. But we respect each other, as you said, and that's also a big foundation of why we've enjoyed the last 9 years.
Oh, beautiful. So how did you meet?
The story is going to be different for both of us.
Of course.
You can judge on whether which one is the truth.
So I don't think we actually like met. We were in university together, and he used to know some of the seniors in my residence, and
that's the first part. That's true. Okay.
Okay. And so like I would see him like around my residence or at the library or on campus, but we weren't really like familiar with each other. And then there was like a spring day celebration for all the residents, and he happened to be with some of his friends who were my friends as well.
Second truth.
And so I went over to say hello, and he was there as well, and so I said hello to everyone and I greeted everyone, and the rest of the day he just followed me around.
Third truth?
Okay. Now this is where the story turns out to be different. So during that hello session, she kissed me and ran off.
This is not true. I don't know if he was dreaming at night or what was happening. Maybe he had a dream after he met me that I kissed him, but this is not the truth. This is like one moment that I will always be disputed, and
only God is our refuge.
But I have witnesses and you don't.
So would you say she made the first move?
I would say she made the first final move.
Not true. Not true.
So they always say there's a story of the man, there's the man's truth, and there's the woman's truth, and there's the real truth. So let's just take your stories.
You remember I told you the one truth, second truth, and the disputed truth? And how does a stranger that kisses you, that runs after you, eventually sit and relax with you the rest of the evening and exchange numbers with you at the end of the evening?
Who would kiss a stranger?
Okay. I think y'all can decide. You can decide on the truth. There's the man's truth, the woman's truth, God's truth, and the viewer's truth. Want to know?
So viewers, what do you think the truth is? Please comment in the comment section. Okay, so how long did you guys date before getting married?
Since 2011, so about 4 years.
Yeah.
Before getting married?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I was in my end of my second year in university, going into my third year. That's kind of when we started dating and getting to know each other.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
So can you just share your proposal story? How did it happen? I want the guy to speak first because he did the planning. Or there was no planning?
There was planning, the execution.
It went down.
And it was a big crash.
Okay.
So while we were dating, she completed her qualifications and then had to go work back at a hometown in Westville, Durban. Obviously, that created a distance between ourselves. And every month or so, she would come to Pretoria so that we could just continue courting and knowing each other better. And eventually I thought, okay, fine, now I have to make my move. And that evening when I was supposed to propose, I thought I had it on lockdown. Go dinner, this, that. But then it was just a tormenting experience. I started shaking the whole time, and because it's a long distance relationship, and she can see that there's a panic in this guy's eye, and she's wondering, is this guy, are you trying to break up with me? And eventually at the end of the evening I was like, okay, the reason for my odd behavior is then the 1D and obviously the rest was history. The 1D and there was a proposal, so there was no roses from a helicopter or hot air balloon sort of experiences. So but yeah, it was that's my story. I don't know
the ladies always have a better way of sharing this thing. So how did it happen?
So obviously like he says, he was all shaky, and I'm like, what is going on? Is this guy breaking up with me? And is it over? Why am I here? What's going on? He was so jumpy, and he's on his phone. When I later found out, he was actually talking to one of his friends, telling his friend how stressed out he is about the whole thing. But in the moment, it just felt so weird. But it ended up actually really being a really sweet moment.
Oh.
I think I remember we were just dancing, and then he went down on one knee. I'm like, what is going on? So it ended up being really sweet. It wasn't your typical romantic proposal. But the other thing is, I always told him I didn't really want a over the top proposal. Also, I didn't want a ring when he proposes, just because of the cultural thing. Like, how do I go home with a ring without like him coming to my family and so on? So that was like something that was really important to me, for my family to be involved like from the onset, and I don't just go home kind of like with a ring on my finger.
Beautiful. Okay, so can you tell us one of the biggest trials you guys have gone through as a couple, and how you were able to deal with it, overcome it?
At the top of my head, I have two things. The one is obviously when you're a young couple trying to get to the next thing, finances always can be a bit tricky, but it's something you'll kind of work around, because you know what your career and future trajectory is supposed to be like, and you kind of know that it will be better. But the one thing that was really difficult was, as part of my career development, one of the jobs I had was actually to travel quite extensively. So I would leave home on Sunday, be out all week and back on Friday, and then having to travel again, and that for like a whole semester. That was in 2021 and 2022. That was a little unsettling, for both of us. But God is faithful. Got a different job that allows me now to actually spend a lot more. I still do travel, but I actually am able to spend a lot more time now with my wife.
I think that was like a tough time. I think it was hard in different ways for us. Like for me, it was like we just post-COVID, and so many people were still working at home. So I was at home like by myself a lot, and I wasn't seeing anyone except like on Sundays at church. And it was hard for him because he's away from home and he's working like these long hours, visiting different farms, driving for long hours. So his like hardship was more like a physical level, and mine was like more on like an emotional, psychological level, because I was just like at home like by myself most of the time. So I think that was really hard, but honestly God has been so good, and really like we just saw it through. I think we both understood that it was really something temporary, and it wasn't something that was going to be forever, and it was, you know, a transition period, you know, to transition into the next period of his career and so on. And so it was, although it was a hard season, it was also a very fruitful season, just looking at, you know, how like our trajectory has been since then. So
and I'm guessing there was a lot of communication at that time.
Yeah,
you know,
we had to constantly like be in communication, but it was also hard because sometimes it'd be like out on a farm where the signal is bad, and if the signal is bad, then we can't get hold of each other and we can't speak as frequently.
So the possibility of me not hearing from you for like a whole day or even two while I'm on the road, when you're in the Eastern Cape or the heart of Northwest where the farms are, there's absolutely no signals in those cases. So it can be a bit tricky even though you try to communicate.
Great. Okay, so what advice would you give to, because you guys are pretty young, right? You're quite young. You don't believe you're young?
Not anymore. When we got married, yes, but I think we kind of
advanced.
9 years later, imagine how long it's been.
I'm still very young. Maybe
you guys are young. But what advice would you give to younger people concerning marriage?
I think she nailed it on the head. I think respect. Now, this is before we introduce God into the conversation. If you respect anyone, the relationship actually just goes as it's supposed to. And my definition of respect, I would say, do to somebody what you would like to be done to you, or don't do to somebody what you wouldn't like to be done to you. So that's how I would actually briefly define what respect is.
My advice is that, just from a Christian perspective, and my advice is maybe to Christian women, is if you are looking for someone to go long-term with, in terms of like building a family, a life, long-term with them, I would definitely always say, you have to go for someone who's Christian, and Christian in the true sense, someone who really has a fear of God, someone who really, loves the Lord. For me, I know people are people, and nobody's perfect. But trust me, the issues and the explaining you have to do is so much less. There's like so much ease that comes in with it, when you need it the most. Like, we haven't been through things where we haven't been able to kneel down and pray. We haven't been through things where we haven't been able to call on each other and be able to be each other's like support, because there's that understanding of what it means to be married, what it means in terms of like biblically as well. So that as a foundation is key for me, as well as, of course, respect. For us, we were really fortunate to have incredible families, and our families are really supportive. Our families love us both so much. So get your families on board. Your family is important, because really they can also make things easy. It makes things so much more easy. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there.
So like I said, the first part would have been respect, and she touched on it in terms of loving God, or the fear of God, and appreciating what God does in your life. I think those are and family, those are the beautiful ingredients that have allowed us to sustain us for the last 9 years, and not feel like it's been 9 years, but it's actually been that was 9 years kind of situation. So those are the ingredients that I thought were really good for us in terms of our marriage.
Okay, beautiful story. I just wanted to, let's just play a bit of games. Let's loosen up a bit for some fun. So I have, come on, I have
I love games.
2 papers in there. 4 papers. So you guys would just pick 2 each. So I think we should do ladies first. Let's do ladies first. So you just read it out and do what's in it.
Don't be.
But it's a question, so I'm gonna have to answer it. So
you will still say it out.
Oh.
What does it say?
Okay, so this one says, post a picture on any social media saying you're my everything.
Yes, so you have to post a picture of him on your social media, Instagram, whatever, and say you are my everything.
Now?
Yes.
Okay.
Then you screenshot and send to me.
But there's like 100 of pictures saying that already on Facebook.
Really?
Okay, all done.
Oh, great. So your turn.
Am I also gonna post the picture?
No.
Different question.
All right. Can you please help me hold my cup of tea?
Read it out. I hope you can see my handwriting.
Oh my gosh.
What does it say?
Sounds like fun.
I must compose a poem.
Okay.
10-line poem for your spouse.
10 lines. That's easy for you. Come on, let's go. 1, 2, go.
Okay. In fact, I'm gonna top it up. So for our wedding, I kind of wrote a song. So if I'm gonna just describing my wife, so it goes like, your cute little nose, perfect for your face, and eyes that sparkle in the moonlight. It looks like tears, but I know it's seeds of joy that brighten up your face. Amble so gentle, it looks like you're walking on sunshine. Yeah. Okay, the last part. We gotta have some good times, and we've had lots. We gotta have some bad times, but our love is strong to see us together right until forever. Yeah, yeah.
That was beautiful.
I guess I'll have to sort of compose another
one.
It's almost 10 years now.
Yes.
I think I deserve a new song.
Yeah. But that's beautiful. Guys, I know I didn't mention, but this is a musician. He knows how to play a lot of instruments and is a very good singer. So don't be surprised. All right, so your turn again.
Oh, I'm nervous. I hope I don't have to sing.
I pray you have to sing.
Oh, gosh. gosh.
What does it say?
It says act like your spouse.
Ah, okay. You're. Is that what it does to you?
And he's like fidgeting with me.
No.
Is that how he acts?
Yeah. Every day, that's what he does.
Well.
And he'll be like, oh, please rub my back.
Well, she's fed me so much I can't reach my back anymore.
Okay, the last one. I was really hoping she would get this one because you already did something like it, but you have to do it again. And this time maybe with movements. What does it say?
Sing and dance for 30 seconds. Can you believe it?
She's like, yes. Sing with give us the roles and
That's how I'm gonna say.
Okay.
You got it?
I'm an old man, so I'm gonna stick to that.
Mm-hmm.
So baby, turn around. I love it when your body goes.
You're meant to be dancing and singing to her. Now you're making her dance and sing.
But I tried, didn't I?
You did. All right, thank you. And thank you so much. It's been amazing having you guys. What would you say? So the name of this show is called Marriage Can Work If You. So can you just complete the sentence for us according to what you feel and what has worked for you? So marriage can work if you
Respect each other.
And if you trust in the Lord and lean on His guidance, you'll have an amazing experience.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Guys, so you heard it from Mr. and Mrs. Kgatle. Marriage can work. Marriage can work, and it's been working for them for 9 years. And it can work for you too if you can just put in the work. Respect. You heard it from them. You have to respect and trust on God, not on your own understanding, but lean on God's guidance. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been amazing. I look forward to seeing you next time. Please share, please like, please subscribe. Share to someone that has been thinking, oh, should I get married? Should I not get married? There are a lot of marriages on the internet that are not working. Now you're seeing a marriage that is working, and it's been working for 9 years. So guys, thank you so much for watching. God bless you. See you next time.